Cam just made a post, major announcement. I want to congratulate him for making 50 his new boss. So congratulations, Cam. 50 is now your new boss, and you're proud of it. Congratulations, my nigga.
He will respond. Well, no, last time I talked to Dame, though, he said he wants a verbal fair one with you, Charlamagne. So I'm sure this will definitely make him explain or have a conversation about what that was.
I'm sure he said pause. I'm sure he said pause after he said that.
Did he say pause? He probably did.
I just want to be taught, boss. God, I'm seeking knowledge, boss.
Yo, stop calling another black man another man boss.
What you mean, man?
There was no pause.
Get some knowledge, man. That's all, bro. I want to be taught, boss.
All right.
Dame Dash is facing foreclosure, right? And everybody keeps bringing up the classic moment where Dame Dash was on the Breakfast Club and he talks about being a boss and his son sells cookies. Let's listen.
I taught my son never to have a boss. He's 23. He owns a restaurant. He has cookies. He has equity. He busts his and pass it on to his son. If that's not what you hustlers for, you're selfish. You keep saying I'm worried about my kids. You worried about you.
My kids are good.
How they good? Your kids aren't going to be kids.
I
feel like I'm in the Def Jam boardroom and backstage.
They kids, they're not supposed to work. I'm saying when they men, you're supposed to pass them something. You working for another man.
They're worried about
This is crazy to me, and this exactly is what I'm talking about. You can't be mad at somebody for going bankrupt or foreclosure because sometimes in business, you invested some money and things just don't work, like what happened with Dame. My whole point is sometimes having a boss is not a bad thing. Do I have different businesses? Absolutely. Do I invest money in places? Absolutely. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. But my boss, which is my radio job, keeps the money flowing in and allows me to invest. That's all that was said. But sometimes when you go down the route of who needs a boss? Who has a boss? I don't have no boss. It puts you in a situation like this. Now you never laugh. You always learn. Salute.
Yo, 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 it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as 50 Cent. It came to the internet the other day and announced that he was acquiring the rights to Paid in Full and he would be bringing it to television as a new series. And in the midst of that, he also said that Cameron would be executive producing the project with him. Now, the time of this is crazy because of the situation. Dame Dash, Cameron going back and forth as of late, taking shots at each other, having different opinions on the internet. It then got personal. It then got deep as of late with these two. So the timing of that happening was wild, as in also Paid in Full. And we never thought about who had the rights to the movie throughout the years. We just look at it as one of those cultural street classics and movies with the aspect of the role that Cameron played, the whole storyline behind it, Alpo Martinez. And we just looked at it like, oh, that's heavy-handed. That's Dame. That's Dame behind the scenes making that play. That classic Rockefeller era and things. We didn't think about the rights, but it got put out there. Well, Dame, as I saw right there at the beginning, came and said, hey, congratulations, 50 Cent is your boss. And that automatically make niggas like that nigga Dave will not be quiet. He not gonna go down and just give up and throw in the towel. He gonna respond until the day he can. As, of course, we know the classic interview from 10 years ago was on Breakfast Club where he had the big boss conversation. Not in Harlem. We don't have bosses in Harlem. That's like calling another man daddy. Well, Envy, Charlamagne and them got to mocking that, and now Dame Dash has responded. And I gotta say this, it's several layers to this conversation right here when it comes to these things. As in, I feel like, hey, Envy, what do you got going on? And Dame Dash being wrong with some of the stuff he's saying. As Dame came to the gram when he seen it and said she's right, I do want a verbal fair one. Pause. Ed Charlamagne the God. Let's see if you accept. All I want is a fair one. Appreciate you, Lauren LaRosa. Then he put up Envy's clip right there and said, hey, foreclosure, word. I need a verbal fair one. Pause. With you too, at DJ Envy, you can ask me any questions directly like a real man. As in, we seen it got real tense in that conversation between them two 10 years ago. Like I said, this is one of their top interviews, and I looked at the numbers. It's like number 12 on the list. It was viral. It was talked about everywhere. With Dame, as MVC Dame going through what he got going on right now, him filing for bankruptcy, he decided to take a jab at him. Now, when it comes to Dame, I got to say this. What he was saying, I completely disagree with it. I feel that he is wrong because in real life, in reality, yeah, you're in the entertainment business. You could say that, oh, I don't want a boss. I don't need a boss. Hey, you shouldn't be working for nobody. The way that the world works and the way that it works in America, majority, not 6 out of 10. I'm talking about a high majority of people are going to have some boss in some aspect or something of the game. That's just what it is. There's no way around it. I know people like to get on here and act like everybody's super rich and got all this money. The way that the money works, this is not an opinion. The way that the opportunities work, some people are going to, most people are going to have a boss, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong with having a job at all. So what Dame was saying on that part of it, I disagree. And I guarantee you, most of the people that have jobs in Harlem or have anything going on in Harlem and throughout New York and out here in Houston, out here in Texas, or all over the country have bosses. It just is what it is, bro. But he also was saying some things that was true. Hey, dog, you could get fired from this job at any time. You out here working hard and you don't own nothing here, and they can let you go. And then, you know, you can't pass this stuff down to your son and things. That's also true. That's how these companies are. It just is what it is, but you got to do what you got to do. We ain't looking down on nobody with no jobs and things like that. But what Envy did say is, I have this job and I take this money and I invest it. It creates opportunities for me to go invest in other things that I am the boss of. Most definitely. Envy was correct on that. No doubt about it. But where I will tell Envy is, you got to be a wild nigga. And this is what I've said before with Envy. That nigga don't know how to read the room. And I will tell Envy this. We can have this conversation. He jumps out there and puts himself in conversations that he should not be a part of, whether he's right or wrong. With everything you got going on, you finna come give niggas a financial advice right now, Envy? The things, the accusations and allegations and the people you were standing next to and what they accused of, innocent until proven guilty. But we've seen the stories, bro. So you telling people what to do with money when the last time you was telling people what to do with money, it turned into what it turned into? Nah, you could be right. You could be wrong. It don't matter. Either or. But it's just one of these situations, what you got happening right now, you coming in talking about investing, talking about money, and talking about being your own boss and stuff. Yeah, it's just you not the guy for that right now. The temperature on you just ain't that. I'm just keeping it 100. I know Dame has a lot of people on the internet that want to see him go out because he always popping it. He always talking it. He can be arrogant. A lot of people, I've never met Dame. They say he's hard to get along with. I can't imagine all of that. Overall, I do feel that Dame has good intentions. I do feel like he want to win, and I think that he do be having the right message at the highest level, but the way that he gets there, the way he talk to people at times, all that get lost in the sauce. I will agree to that, but I'll say this, bro. With Envy, nigga, you jumping out talking about some financial stuff with the things that they're accusing you of, nigga. Hey, boy, you got to be wild, but Envy does this. He will come out and just not even think like, yeah, I might be right, but I shouldn't be the guy to say this with everything that I got going on. He does this where his takes be showing me. Is this nigga not, is he really that out of touch? Is he not really reading the room? Like, you giving money advice right now with everything going on and what people say they invested because of you or what you stood beside, but I don't know what's what with that situation. Innocent until proven guilty. But tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.